Evening guys. Okay, I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time. This is a review on the Pod 007 SP2 focus. SP2, let's get this camera to focus. SP2 4K laser rangefinder. This is the unboxing video. I meant to do it a long time ago, but I wanted to have some time behind this thing first before I made a review of it. What you get in the box when you open it is your pod. Comes like this, standard your pod. This is everything. This is your laser rangefinder. This is where your IR light goes, camera, battery compartment inside here. This is your focus lens. This is your laser button, your menu button. This is your zoom and for your Wi-Fi. There is your IR light. This is to take photos or videos, and when you do your settings you play around inside there. Then there's this little box here with all this little gadgets coming inside of it. So yeah, I've never played with that. I ordered myself an extra battery. You need it especially at night when I'm out hunting. There's a USB cable. It's this little packet. It actually came in a separate box, but I leave it in here. There's the AR light. If I remember correctly, I've got the, what do you call it? I think it's 850 or 830, something like that. 850, yeah, it's 850 that I have. I didn't go for the 900, the bigger one. This one works better for what I do. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but with the 9, I can't remember, the other one was also 950 or 940. But apparently with that one, some of the animals can actually see the IR. So that's why I went for this one. Comes with this little thing you can put it in and carry it, but I don't use it. And there's a little pouch, but I don't use it. Then there's your different size thingies that you can put around your scope for different scopes, for like your 30 mils, 45, 50s, 44s, that whatever. This is for those things. As you can see here on my rifle, I'll show you now. On my rifle I've got it here. This is my 22. I use it on this. This is the one I'm using here. With this 22 it fits nicely. This is the bracket where the pod clips onto. So I don't use one of those clip-on thingies to make the space. So you see it just clips on like that easily. Very easily. And there's a little button here at the side. You press it to remove it again. And it comes off. You can use it as a handheld or with your scope or with your rifle. It's a very nice little thing. It does do sound as well when you record. So it's a very nice, handy little thing for hunting at night. I do plan on investing in thermal for the next upgrade. Thermal will be the next upgrade, but this thing is working nicely so far. I will add in some video clips of night hunting, some of my night hunting video clips. I know on my previous short video clips, when I just got this thing and I announced it, some of you guys did ask me what I think of it, what. Okay, so I'm doing my review now regarding that. Yeah, I had some issues in the beginning. I did have some issues in the beginning, but it's not the pod, it's the scope that you use with the rifle. That is where I found out where the issues come from. One of the questions was the quality of the video. That's got more to do, you cannot change the quality of the video. That's the one thing you cannot change. I think it's 1080 if I remember correctly, 1080, but you cannot change the quality of the video. But what does happen is your scope plays a big role in it. So I'll explain that to you just now. I'll just put all of this little thingies one side. So yeah, what happens is my previous scope It's like this. This was a Lynx. Let me just check again if I remember. This is a 6x40. This is a fixed power 6x scope. Doesn't have any parallax focusing or anything like that. It's just a basic scope. That is where I made my first mistake. For the part to function properly, you need a scope that has got a side parallax setting, as well as your eye relief settings. Those two works nicely together with the part to focus it a lot better. It helps. It really does help. For the 22 rifle, this is a Bruno Model 1. The first scope I had was this Nico Sterling. Let me just focus again. There you go. There's all the details for the scope I used to wear on the 22. No complaints regarding the scope. Very nice scope. But I will show you now the new scopes that I have on there. What is the details of those scopes? This is the scope I used to have for the Nico Sterling. Yeah, the Nico Sterling scope on the 22. Really enjoyed the scope a lot. Really enjoyed it. It was also a 3-9. No problems for day hunting for 22. This thing is, there's nothing more you need really. It's perfect. But the problem was this one and the part don't go together. So I upgraded everything and I went over for both my rifles. I'll show you my other rifle just now. So I upgraded it to the Rudolph. This is a Rudolph scope. There's the details for you. This is a scope on my rifle. The scope, I really enjoy it. It is a 3.5 to 14x scope. Really enjoy it. It is a second vocal plane, not a first vocal plane. I would have preferred first vocal plane. So my next upgrade, but it will only be for my bigger rifle, will go onto an Arken scope. I will get myself an Arken scope. But that'll be on a next adventure in the future. I will put some video clips in of the part for the night and daytime footage I have to show you what it's like with this part, hunting clips that I have, and also just watching animals do their thing. So yeah, that's basically in a nutshell quickly my review on the part. If you've got questions, put it in the comments below and I'll answer you as I can. But yeah, this is a fun little thingy. I enjoy it a lot. It is even for just observing as a security role on the farm as well. Just to observe at night, it is nice. It is nice. I can see a lot, especially on full moons. On full moons, I almost don't even need the IR. I can just use the part by itself and I can see everything I need to. But yeah, it's a quick review of this thing. It's a nice little gadget to have. It's worth the money. The only problem I do have with mine, I don't know about other people, is the laser rangefinder. During the day it's fine, especially in open areas, it doesn't have issues. But I have found, especially when I go into more denser areas, or if I shoot on the farm where the hops field is, it's like almost like a tunnel effect with the hops. It picks up things that I can't even see. Then it gives me the wrong ranges. At night as well, if there's a little bit fog or rainy, it gives me wrong ranges. So then it's best to know your holdovers on your scope, more or less to figure out, listen here, if I am zeroed at 4x, then I know exactly what crosshair to use and what would my holdover be on different distances. So take note of that. But yeah, otherwise than that, I don't have complaints about this thing. It's a joy. It's nice and light. I don't know what the weight is. I don't remember what the weight is. It doesn't show on the box. Let me just check in the box. This camera is not working with me. It's not showing on the box what the weight is. Doesn't show me the weight, but yeah, it's not difficult. Just Google it, you'll find the weight there. But yeah, this thing, I really enjoy it. So I'll add some extra clips in of this thing. Then I'll see you guys on the next one. Beautiful. Big bushbuck there is going to bed in. Hij gaat leer weer.
Ja, is te warm. As kom die bobbiaan op tussen die bome, is te warm. En hy het nou nog hare ook. Ons is nou nog gemaklik. O, ek sien hom. Jesus, maar is ook 'n mooi foto daai.